For many of us, retirement can seem like a distant destination and the road getting there seems a bit foggy. But what if the clarity on your ability to retire can be a bit closer than you think? Sometimes all it takes to see the path ahead is understanding a few important numbers. I know many of us start to sweat a little when we get specific on the dollars and the timeline of it all. That, of course, is normal because it's your whole entire financial future we're talking about. But it isn't as complicated as it needs to be. Today, I want to present you 5 key figures that I think really matter. And once you know what they are and what they mean to you, the whole retirement puzzle might fit just that much better together. My name is Tim, and this is my channel here at Dad Investor, where I help you from your first investment to early retirement. First number is your super balance. The simplest way to think of your superannuation is as a savings or investment account you can't touch until you reach a certain age. It's one of the core components of you building a comfortable income stream, and one that's going to make sure you can keep living life on your terms without the need to work. The more you've got in there, the more you can do when you move into retirement. Checking on your super balance is a breeze. First of all, you obviously need to know what super fund you're with. From there, though, you should be able to just either register or log in to your super account online like you would a bank account and look for the number that says balance. If you've never logged in or you're unsure who your fund is, then this is where you might need to check your emails or look at a payslip to work out where your payments are going, as you would be receiving correspondence like a statement every now and then. If you are looking at your balance or do know it already, the first question you're going to ask yourself is, will this be enough? We'll address that in the next few numbers, but there is no need to stress if it's not where you want it to be. The easiest way to grow your super is to consider things like extra contributions. Even small ones can make a big difference over time. And don't forget to check if you're on the right investment option. Sometimes a little tweak in that strategy can mean more money in the long run. If you need specific help on this and some understanding, then I really encourage you to get in direct contact with your super fund, who should be able to provide you with some limited financial advice as part of your existing membership. This should come at no extra cost to you as well. These days, your super balance is very, very important, so give it the attention it deserves and it'll pay off big time when you're ready to hang up your hat. Number 2, the lifestyle number. Now that you know how much dough you've got in your super, it's time to figure out how much you'll actually need. So what's the magic number that will let you do all that? This number is all about what you want your future to look like. Do you want to dine out without fretting the bill? Maybe you're keen on traveling or want to spoil yourselves, the pets, the kids, or the grandkids. Getting these numbers in your head helps make those wishes seem a bit more real. Now, you might also be scratching your head trying to guess what things are going to cost and spending some time noting down expenses. But why don't we just save us a bit of time and make our lives a bit easier? This is where you need to know about the ASPA retirement standard. It's a guide that shows us what we're going to typically be spending on to have a comfortable or modest life in retirement. These are considered 2 bookends. You have a modest lifestyle, which is living a frugal, basic life, while a comfortable lifestyle and its costs considers you saying yes to most things and more in retirement. ASPA provides us both a number that would give us the costs of a modest lifestyle per year, as well as the comfortable lifestyle per year. These numbers get updated every quarter and provides a reasonable guide to start off with, explaining the costs you may incur and at what level you want to spend on them. If you look a bit further at the explainer guide on the ASPA retirement standard site, also shows you that even a modest lifestyle is considered a level above one where you live solely off the age pension. As I've mentioned before, the idea of retirement income is that it's built from your super plus age pension plus general savings. So in effect, the more you have in your super balance is likely a key contributor to how comfortable your retirement may be. You can also note the balance of someone who's age 65 and what they would need to live that comfortable or modest lifestyle. It might be a bit more or less than you think is required. I know a lot of numbers get thrown around, like you need $1 million to retire, $2 million, $250,000, $500,000. But this is a really good standard to give you a gauge and to give you an understanding of exactly what things are going to cost and the numbers that add up to what it's going to cost to afford them. If you were to add up all your super and savings right now, you can get a rough idea of how achievable a modest or a comfortable retirement might be for you. If you're a bit short off the mark, then you can even think about how you can save or invest towards it. All right, that's 2 down. Before we continue, if you haven't already, it'd be great to get a thumbs up and even a subscribe to know that what I'm doing here is the right type of material and content. And also because my kids do love it when I get new subscribers and the numbers go up a little bit. Thanks for the support. And now we move on to number 3, the age when retirement becomes real. So you've got a bit of a handle on what you've saved and what you might need. Now let's talk about when you can actually get your hands on that money. These are not financial figures, but ages. The ages to when you can turn on your income sources from your super and age pension. I see many people get confused about what these numbers actually are and also assume they are ages to when you can actually retire. Just to be clear, you can retire whenever you want. It's not so much needing to meet a certain age, but really to meet financial freedom and capability. For most of us, the age that we can access our super is 60. This is what we call your preservation age. This is the time when you can start turning what you've saved or stored in your super account and start withdrawing it or turning it into an income stream, which can be used to replace your salary. While you can dive into your super at 60, the age pension is another story. 67 is the age the government has set for you to be eligible for the pension. This is the time when, depending on what you own, you can qualify to receive a payment from the government. Ideally, you'd be using your age pension to top up your super to create a nice, juicy income stream so you can live as close to that comfortable lifestyle as possible. Knowing these dates is crucial because they affect how you should plan your life, especially in your 60s. While you can retire at 60, you need to make sure that you've got enough in there to fund you through your retirement years, especially before the age pension kicks in at 67. But what if you want to retire earlier? That's where everything you invest in and save outside of super becomes handy. If you are dreaming of calling it quits on the daily grind well before 60, you'll need additional money to tide you over until your super fund or pension can take the reins. Now that you know these ages or the dates you can reach them at, it's not really about circling them on a calendar. It's about planning and looking ahead. You can start by calculating how much you'll need each year and then match it against different income streams when they become available. If there's a shortfall, now's the time to plan on how to fill it, whether it's through savings more, investing, or even working part-time in early retirement. Number 4, the age pension. As I've been saying before here and in previous videos, relying on it alone can lead to a tight squeeze for you financially in retirement. It really becomes evident when you actually see the maximum you can get. Here's the lowdown. At present, for singles, the max rate you can receive is around $1,000 a fortnight. And for couples, it's around $1,500 combined. It's handy money, but it's really hardly enough for that dream of retirement. In fact, it's actually pretty close to the poverty line, which in 2022 was $978 a fortnight for a single and $2,000 a fortnight for a couple with 2 kids. It really points again to why sole pensioners are struggling and why this should be a complement to your other income streams like super. If you're eligible to receive the age pension, this kicks in at age 67, but does depend on the amount of assets you own. It does not include your house though. Basically, the more you have, the less you get, which I feel is completely fair, fine. Personally though, I'm aiming for a completely self-funded retirement. This means I'll have enough in my super and general savings or investments to cover my income and live a comfortable retirement. Also meaning I never have to rely on the government to provide me income. Let's move on to our last number. Number 5, your personal savings. This is what I like to consider the final piece of the puzzle. It's definitely something many people overlook or often neglect, but it's something that's going to make everything fit and just that bit easier. It's all about the money you have saved, invested, put away, or just sitting in bank accounts. Combined, this will tell you on top of other numbers like your super balance or your pension payments, how comfortably you can retire or how early you can do it. These personal savings give you flexibility. Whether you grow a savings account, invest or in shares or property, the choice and option is up to you. Yes, it may be tricky to find extra money right now to put aside, but in this modern era of investing, there's the ability to start and continue with as little as $5 at a time. There's heaps of material on my website on how to do this, so check it out and have a look at the guides there. So there you have it, the 5 key numbers that I think will help open the door to your retirement dreams. Let's map them out one more time. You've got your super balance, which is the big contributor to creating a comfortable retirement. Know it, grow it, keep an eye on it. You've got your lifestyle number. This is your target for living comfortably. Refer to the ASPA retirement standard if you want a little gauge. Mark down when you can tap into your super and pension. It's when your retirement journey really officially kicks off and you can unlock new income streams. Understand what the pension offers and why it's a complement to your super, not a sole source of money in retirement. And finally, you've got your other investments. Plant the seeds early. Every dollar is a step towards early retirement or a financial boost for those just-in-case moments. So there's your roadmap. Start taking steps and turn those retirement dreams into your future lifestyle.